What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 25 of my Total War Warhammer 3 Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, in a horrible betrayal, Yuan Bo attacked the lizardmen of the Itza faction, taking the Horned Rat, which was a fairly hard target and a worthy fight of the Jade Dragon. Now the goal is to try to peace out with the lizards and maintain decent relations. In fact, if we saw what we saw rather last time, was that the altar of the Horned Rat alone being traded back is nearly enough to peace out with them, which we may do so. I also noticed something that I wasn't expecting. The forces of Kairos are at plus 29 for us. Now, I imagine a lot of factions... Kairos... Alrighty, the forces of Kairos don't hate us. In fact, they're pretty okay with us, at least in part because of the tolerance, but also because of the attack on Itza. The interesting thing about this is we could go for a non-aggression pact, and this might make it so that Kairos doesn't use his annoying abilities on us. We could go down here and attack him, but at the same time, we may not even need to. And, you know, there are a few units that the forces of Tzeentch have that I would like to have access to, including all of the new ones. So this may be a way to get access to them, which is what tempts me more than anything. Let's try this. We're going to non-aggression pact with Kairos for now, and if we somehow get friendly enough, maybe even get access to his units. And then we're going to move Yuan Bo out of the altar of the Horned Rat, and we're going to try to trade it back to Itza for that peace agreement. 36,000 gold. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Peace is back up. They still don't like us very much, but it's not that bad. And it'll probably be easier once we get the reliability back up and running. So we're looking okay. We do still have the Star Tower, and we just want to get military access because I do imagine that the lizard armies will spawn out here rather than around here. At least I would imagine so. Anyway, let's keep moving, everybody else. Let's go to the next turn, and the fourth and final relay will activate. Looks like we got 31 turns left until the endgame scenario as well, so we will have time both to complete the relay thing and get the final battle going, as well as a Banner of Eternal Flame. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've been wanting one of those. Wait, I'm just distracted now because I've been really wanting that banner. You can come down here to the Fell Cargo and keep going out at sea, but let's get this Banner of Eternal Flame before I forget on Jishu's Fire Army. You can lose the Grant of Land, we can give that to somebody else, and then take the, where are we here? Take the Banner of Eternal Flame. Now, the Fire Army's Crane Gunners will also be able to do fire damage. Absolutely fantastic. We can put the banner on the War Drum, probably, and then soon we'll replace the Jade Warriors as well. Absolutely beautiful. I was not expecting this, and I am very pleasantly surprised. And now that I've completely lost my train of thought, and I'm no longer sure what the heck I was doing because that completely distracted me. Oh well, let's keep up going in order, I guess. Where were we? Mujin. I guess we're just gonna have to sit here for now. And oh right, we should have plenty of time to use the souped up armies of the plus 20 armor ones by the time we get to the endgame scenario, which will be great. Where are you going? I wonder. I'm a little bit concerned that he's facing this way, which might mean he's trying to head to the Shrine of the Alchemist and stuff. We do have the minor settlements here, and it may be safer to send one of these armies down. Not Yishi, who's trying to build some stuff. I guess we'll send you if this guy goes this way. That said, I believe it is now time to also declare war on the Greenskins. We can't let Grimgor here and get too strong. Yes, he's been fighting only the servants of the Conclave, but, well, we can have Greasus and Karakadrin and everybody around here fighting him, plus the additional battles will be able to get a stone a little bit faster. So, to Blood Peak ye shall go, declare war. Call your allies to help? No. Fantastic. Let's see if we can find ourselves a Grimgore. This should be very much auto-resolvable, yes. And no damage whatsoever. Occupy. Lovely. Water Snake Breeder, and we get one more battle or an end turn, and then the last of stone markers will be ours, and we'll be able to activate that Jade Mask. You're not near the... now we already got it. Damn. The island. Jiao Ming, are you near a fight, possibly? Somehow I doubt it. Yeah, nobody's nearby. Well, you're gonna head up to Grimgore, then. How do you feel about the ogres? Yeah, don't like each other very much, huh? I mean, Karakazorn might actually survive. I'm actually wondering whether we could trade Valley of Horns and Amble Peak from these guys, trade it back to Karakazorn, and then have them declare war on a bunch of factions. Maybe. I don't know. But if we could make it work, that would be nice. Another Dwarven ally to get access to their units for our final armies. Anyway, anybody else near to a battle, you are just here to hold ground, and you can just continue doing so. You are supposed to be looking rather for islands, and there was a Skull Island all the way back there, even if it is far, so keep looking for it. And I believe that's it. Damn, I was hoping for one more battle, but alas, we'll have to end the turn with our relatively negative reliability. What can you do? Skip unassigned skill points, building upgrades. Can't be skipping those today. In Jade River Delta, Fuchao, let's upgrade you. Isthmus Coast, you're gonna get the archery tower for now, unless we need the other harmony thing, and in fact I'll probably take a look at you in a little bit. Alright, Fuheng, you're gonna get your tier 4 upgrade. Let's also get the market and the public order building there. Bamboo Crossing, you're going to tier 4. Finally, we're getting all those higher tier settlements up and running now. It's taken a while to get here, but it's starting to be nice. Don't bother collecting income here. We could just build a, I don't know, tea parlor. It doesn't matter. We'll be trading the territory away. Snake Gate can't build anything. Dragon Isles can get its tier 3 upgrade. And Nobler Country, you were the last, so let's get your defenses. Let's get your lumber mill. Let's get your markets. And what else can we build here? We don't need the research, so not that. We could... I'm a little bit tempted to get the Sky Lantern lookouts, if nothing else, just for the potential of staving off any Skaven plagues that come here. Although, on the other hand, it's fairly unlikely that it'll happen. Well, you know what? Let's go growth for now, and then we'll see about it later. Oh, I should have gone for this one in this particular situation, because we want the other harmony, the Yang harmony for here. And we might actually make it a military province, although, funnily enough, it's actually making decent amounts of cash. Oh well. Well, either way, that's it for this end turn. Let's end said turn. Let's get that Jade Mask up and running. Let's cross our fingers and hope that nobody betrays us while our reliability is low. Alright, we're looking okay so far. Ooh, Golden Order. They are very, very weak. Nearly dead, in fact. And that's a little bit concerning. Will Zatan dare to attack Jishu? Who are you? Ugrim Redax. You don't like our betrayal of Itza. Well, we're friends now. Everybody's friends. Non-aggression pact with you. How do you feel about all these guys? You're okay. Alright, fine. Do a non-aggression pact. What about military access? Do it. For now. Don't give us your money. Actually surprised that they're willing with our very low reliability, but they probably don't want us killing them, so you know what? Fair enough. A Bloody Hands and Scabby Eye Confederated, more importantly, Stone is up and running, which means this. Ooh, enemies muster. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they are actually all around this. Well, that's great for them. You're coming back, but Yuan Bo, you can land at the Star Tower. We got the Dragon Emperor's Blessing now, the final tier, and the recruit rank upgrade. We will probably, if we switch the Wuxing Compass up to the Broken Lands, the recruit rank at max level will be +6, and then plus that, the Dragon Emperor's Blessing. We'll be able to recruit all new units with +20 armor at rank 8. Fan-frickin-tastic. Ooh, post-battle chance of stealing magic item +30%, we'll take that. And I'm sure there's other good stuff in there, but we'll deal with it after. We can probably wait a turn for these things. What we want to do is go to Matters of State and then put on the Mask of Jade. Your faction's diplomatic reliability is reset to very high. Then, action performed, fantastic, and just to double check, very high now. Beautiful. That's what I like to see, Yuan Bo. Then... Wait. What we want to do before the endgame, probably, and maybe even before the final relay battle, is to get this. Command the Lesser Court. So we need 4 and 4 of each type, in which case we will get a powerful permanent bonus to your faction. I don't know what the choices are, but I'm excited to find out, hopefully, within the next few turns. Yuan Bo, you can heal here for a turn, and then you can start fighting the final tier of lizards. You guys, well... It is time to besiege Zatan. As another Scrivener that we apparently won't need, and I will move the rest of these guys later. I would like you, sir, to besiege the Volary, which we will be attacking shortly. And decisive defeat. Yeah, that's a lot of Hobgobbo archers up there, but we'll see how they fare against our artillery. Then you will move in as well. Like so, and we'll attack it shortly. Let's complete whatever else we need to complete this turn, and then we'll go. You, Shukang, you are going all the way down here, okay. Mujin, you are going to stay where you are. Shanxi Kong. Ah, so this guy is indeed coming down here. I doubt that he'd be able to take any of these places, but, well, there's no need to risk it. Damn that underway stance. We'll certainly have to be dealing with it quite a bit over the next little while, though unfortunately Shanxi Kong was built as a defensive army for one of these locations, for a gate, so it's not going to be that good in a regular straight-up fight, but, well, should be enough to take out a basic army like this. Miao Ying, you can head to Titan's Notch and loop around to Yeti Peak, or take Firemouth. Do we care? I mean, we might. Yeah, you know what, let's go Firemouth and then let's go back around. We need as many battles as we can get under our belt anyway. We're not going to be holding any of these places, but we will be trading them away. Auto-resolve this garbage because there's no need to fight. Alright, where is Grimgore? I'd love to face off against a full stack and maybe a Wa as well, but so far we're not seeing a lot of full stacks around here, though as we push our way up north, that should change. You will give us a trade agreement, but more importantly, the military access. And, well, if they attack each other, then they attack each other. Go for the non-aggression pact as well. Would you be willing to join our war, or somebody's war against Grimgore? Sort of. We could give you money for it. How much money? 10k, 11k? That's fine, do it. Then, what I would like to do is have you join the war against Grimgore as well. 6.6 for 13k, that's fine. We got money. We got plenty of money with our 61k per turn. You, we want you to... Once again, I'd love to align with you, but until you've aligned with the dwarfs and with the ogres, we can't risk it. Just join the war against Grimgore's Ardboys. 1.3, you're not willing. What about Ogre Kingdoms and Warhost of the Apocalypse? Ooh, you don't want to fight the Warhost, eh? Alright, well... And that's... Wait. Was it the Ogre Kingdoms that you didn't want to fight? No. Okay. Well, you'll fight Grimgore, and you'll like it. Alrighty, and do we want the... Kareka Drin Dwarfs and Kislev to do the same? You know what, Kislev might be busy with... Yeah, they're having a little bit of a tough time up here. Let's not get them into any other wars. You, however, are a different story. Join war against Grimgore's Ardboys for 1.7. Certainly doable. We could also do Sylvania, but I'd rather not have Sylvania take these territories out. So yeah, let's just do Grimgore for now. And then Karazakarak, we want the same. Mostly want everybody fighting the same factions as Imrik and Goldtooth, and ooh, Karazakarak's not actually willing to do that. Alright, that's fine. In fact, let's double check the regular quick deals. We got more trade agreements available, but for now...
I am truth.
Castelton, who broke our defensive pact earlier. Put you in the non-aggression pact, I guess. Still salty about all this, but whatever. You don't like the treaties with Golden Order and Lorelorn? That's weird. Are you two enemies? You have non-aggression, or no, you have military access pacts. Go for a non-aggression. Hopefully he just gets confederated by the Ice Court, and then all the problems of that part of the world will be gone. And I believe the rest of this is, what, good? Yeah. Might want to later do an alliance with the Chevalier. Oh! Kairos. I was not expecting that. Kairos has moved on up, fairly far up north. Okay, no wonder he doesn't like our alliance with the Chevalier. Rapunz is on the back foot, and it looks like Arcan got crushed between Kairos and between the Chevalier there. Interesting. Well, great for him. Let's see what else we need to do. Jiao Ming, I stopped on you because I got distracted by diplomacy. North you go towards Grimgor. Baifeng, keep defending. You are going for a Skull Island, so set up march stance and sail on out to there. You are the last one, right? Yes, alright. Tech thieves to be moved, buildings to be built, and that's about it, though... Actually, I think we're safe to just ignore the tech thieves from now on. In fact, find Torellosaur. You are no longer... You no longer serve a purpose, do you? You know what? Stay here for now. We may need to move you somewhere later on, but it's not right now, so it's not important. Alrighty, out of sight, out of mind. Hexawaddle up to tier 5, which means we will get the stellar pyramids of the southern skies. The research rate will no longer be useful to us, but the Winds of Magic and Lord Recruit rank are always nice pickups. Isthmus Coast, let's go for that Yin Lodge there. Wei Jin is nearly to tier 5, fantastic. Mount Li and Shiwu, you need... I guess another Celestial Tower, if nothing else, for the Astromancer capacity, though you will probably be a commercial district, so... yeah. You will be making quite a bit of money, and commercial districts need these things as well, so go for the conscription field for now, and we'll probably change it later. Nobbler Country. Wait, what was this place? Mount Lee, eh? Nah, you're fine. Alright, let's keep building or upgrading. Nobbler Country, you need all the defenses and all the growth that you can get at the current time, and you are looking good to me. Nanchang Basin, let's get you the pottery for a little bit more trade goods. Volcanic Islands and Fuming Serpent, definitely defenses. Serpent Estuary, let's get you the Goods Emporium for more money. Bastion, we will wait. Dragonfang Mountain, the Sea Dragon's Teeth. Great landing, very, very nice. And then we'll get you... I guess money, so spice market of this variety for the additional growth, and you are not taking an income, which you should be. Alright, next up we have the Bone Road, which should not be collecting income, and while we will be trading away, that doesn't mean we can't collect a little bit of cash here for the next few turns. Alrighty, the rest is skippable by the looks of it. Garrison Lord not moved, unassigned skill points, hero not moved, siege equipment, oh. I almost forgot about you. You are not skippable. We are gonna fight this. Alrighty, let's level up Dingjun and Jishu, and then we'll go. You don't actually need to level up, but you do. And oh man, do you need to level up. Increase mobility, and then Searing Doom is the main thing here. You are a level 3 alchemist, just out of curiosity. We can summon alchemists at level 12 now. Pretty big difference. I might have to do that. We'll see. And then you need one turn until you get your War Compass. Harmonic Convergence is lovely. Don't care for Roiling Skies, but Curse of the Midnight Wind, Urnon's Thunderbolt, and... let's get another point in Urnon's Thunderbolt. Evasion, we use Chain Lightning, Comet, Earthing, Magical Reserves periodically. Let's get another point in each of these. We got 3 points remaining, and let's max out Scouting for the additional magic item finding, which will be useful for the endgame. Jishu, you will get the... Eastern Fires, and that's all you can get. Alrighty, well, you're our foremost dragon-blooded lords, and our first dragon-blooded lord, so you will still be one of the legends of this campaign, let's say. Anyway, you... let's go for Chain Lightning. I'm not sure that it'll be too much use here, but who knows. And we're ready to go, and away we go. Fight battle.
Soldiers, you are the backbone of Grand Cathay, the true bastion of this country. Show our enemy that Cathay soldiers are to be feared.
Alrighty, here we go. Well, the soldiers are to be feared, but perhaps they should fear the fire rain rockets and the grand cannons a little bit more, because that's what's going to knock down those towers. A little bit of an artillery duel, as it were, as the hell cannons fire from within the towers, but it looks like they're going to fire at our units out front, namely the Lion and our Lord, and that's just not going to work out so well for them. Though, frankly, they probably would have had to have an increased amount of range to actually be able to fire back at our artillery, who I believe are firing out of their range. Anyway, here we go, besieging the Volary, because you know who we haven't bullied in, I don't know, a couple of turns? Zatan. Poor Zatan. I feel bad, but, you know, once again, he got one of the most comprehensive campaigns that I've done, so I feel like he, well, he deserves a little to suffer a little bit now. He's had his time in the sun, or under the choking clouds of industry. Anyway, this particular battle is going to involve a lot of bombardment as we destroy the enemy towers and then proceed to destroy as many of the enemy units up on top of the walls as we can. I'm going to watch the bombardment happen for a little bit, but I'm going to speed through it afterwards. Just about I don't know, maybe half of it, because obviously we don't want to watch this for like 15 minutes, just the fire rain rockets landing. Not that I don't personally enjoy it very much. And they're very pleasant to watch, though they aren't landing a lot of shots over the ramparts, to be fair. And interestingly enough, since we're attacking in the cornered part of the fortresses, so the this part of the fortress, the parts of the fortress that are essentially built to take cannon shots and stuff like that. The well, I mean, I guess this isn't really a star fort; it's just like a standard castle. But well, this part could very well be from like a Napoleonic era star fort sort of thing. But the problem here for us is the fact that all the walls are indestructible, meaning the artillery won't be able to breach them, meaning we're going to have to go for the gate instead after the bombardment completes. And since the bombardment's going to go for a while, I'm just going to speed it up now a little bit. Let's get everybody into formation, and we'll have a lot more fun, I think, fighting within the settlement and maybe landing a few more shots on troops within the settlement rather than on those on top of the walls. All right, there we go. Those are some nicer shots now. That's better. Ouch. Alright, I think that was the right decision, and we are through the gates, and the Lions are going to start taking at least a few shots from those enemy hobgoblin archers, though they're not going to do enough damage for us to be concerned. We're going to wait just a little bit while the rest of our forces move into position so that they can support the Lions rather than leaving them out here. Lions, as I've noted in previous episodes, are pretty darn reasonably tanky, but we still don't want them exposed without any kind of support. Though we do have 4, I want to say, uses of Earthblood on Jishu here. Yeah, 4 uses, so we can still heal the blob of Earthlines, Jade Lines. Jade and Jet Lines, Lions Lines. Alright, and how's the rest of our army? Still moving into position. Let's wait a little bit more, or speed it up a little bit more. I'm going to send our Lord through to the Piercing Tower to knock that out. We see Zatan is going to start trying to, well, at least menace us or threaten us. He's just floating there menacingly. And in fact, we can just peel away from the tower and have somebody else deal with it as we head towards the duel with Zatan. Alrighty. A repeat of a duel, I suppose, as this one has occurred before, I think, once or probably twice, though really Miao Ying's been bullying Zatan a little bit more than Jishu has, but well, either way, I don't think Zatan at the current time has a chance against our Dragon-Blooded Lord or against our true Dragon Lord, Miao Ying. Anyway, the Lions are in and they've surrounded a poor Bull Centaur Toruk, and that thing is going to get absolutely ripped apart. Actually, it would be a fairly good matchup for the Toruk in particular if it was a one-on-one, but that it is very much not. So this guy's gonna rout shortly, and yeah, away he goes. We also have our Lord helping out. He's leading the Lions. He doesn't have a mount, but well, he'll get one shortly, hopefully. I do want to make a little bit more use of these Celestial Generals as we go. Anyway, the Lions continue moving forward. Artillery fire continues to drop from the sky. Pretty glorious cinematic shots in this particular battle so far. We can see the wall of wind and fire cast again by our dragon-blooded Shugengan, and the enemies are running and taking damage even as they do through the flames. We are still very much not out of ammunition as those obnoxious fire rain rockets continue laying down covering fire and destroying any unit that essentially comes within range of their firing arcs. Alright, very, very nice. Zatan is lost only about, let's say, 20 to 15% of his HP, but we have the von Karstein blade, so it's not like we're particularly concerned about our own HP or at the current time. Alright, more gobos being blown up by those fire rain rockets. We haven't seen enough of that this episode. I'm not even being sarcastic. That I can certainly see. I watch all day. Oh, I love that aura that the Lamasu cause, like the ashes that, the ash effect that appears in the sky. It's quite nice. I wish we had some kind of Jade equivalent of that. Alright, well anyway, the Lions are sticking together, going after an Infernal Castellan. No, that's a Demonsmith Sorcerer, and I don't know what happened to the Castellan, but he's around here somewhere. Oh, he's up on top of the walls now. Though he probably won't be if he continues taking shots from those Grand Cannons. At the very least, if those shots actually land. Alright, very nice. Bombardment continues, and you know what? With these long bombardments, if nothing else, it does make it feel more like a real siege, you know what I mean? Like slowly dismantling the fortress and making our way in. Not exactly wall by wall, but close to it. Makes it feel like a more realistic siege than we often get. Anyway, looks like Zatan is nearly out of the picture now, having dropped to about 20 to 15%. He's also getting a little bit more shots on him from the units of crane gunners at this point, who have decided to take the walls. We're slowly getting all the crane gunners in, and we've seen them very effectively do these reverse siege shenanigans where they fire at everybody. So with the fire rain rockets firing overhead and the crane gunners firing down on the enemy, or up at the enemy in the case of Zatan, and we do have quite the advantage here. And frankly, this is actually a fantastic kill zone if the enemy were to want to move on in there. Alright, he's trying to run from our Dragon-Blooded Lord, but I doubt that he will. Well, actually, it depends on if he can get out of the range of the volleys from our crane gunners. Not that we really need to chase him down, because the army will be destroyed if we win the battle. Alright, come on, a few more shots. He's gonna escape with 184 HP. But we do have cannon fire. Will the cannons knock him down? Yes, the cannons will knock him down instead. Well, we gave the crane gunners their shot, as it were, at it, but not to worry. The crew of the Grand Cannons bailed out their inability to knock Zatan out of the sky. Anyway, these little thoroughfares where the enemy is forced into choke points are also such huge liabilities. The fire rain rockets, the Grand Cannons, the crane gunners, all super effective in this particular situation. This is absolutely horrific for the defenders, and especially ironic because it's the Chaos Dwarfs and they love their guns and they love their artillery, but that is what is going to bring them low instead. And once again, this is another one of the reasons I'm very much enjoying playing Cathay, like playing the Empire. This is the sort of stuff I find very fun. And another reason why I think that they should go with Empire 2, Total War, as soon as possible. Like, all this other historical stuff is fine, I guess. I'm not entirely sure about Pharaoh and all that sort of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love the era, though it seems a little bit light on available factions at the current time, at least from what I've seen. But anyway, I digress. I just want Empire 2, guys. That's all I want. At least from the historical perspective. There's a lot of stuff I want from the Warhammer perspective, but, well, that could fill an essay. Anyway, let's see how we're doing here. About 90% in our favor. Jishu has caught herself a Hell Cannon, which currently is down to 1 single crew member. Just had to silence the Hell Cannon as it did manage to kill off a few of our crane gunners there. And there we go. Oh, absolutely exploded by that, I don't know, energy blast or whatever it was that you do. Very nice. Hell Cannon is out and very few troops remain to challenge us. I'm actually surprised that the enemy army has not shattered at this point, although their buildings are certainly shattering. Down goes that barricade, and 5 lions stand below it. And they should be able to rip apart a poor unit of Hobgobbo archers. And how have the Lions been doing, by the way? Let's see. They've taken a little bit of damage. They've lost about a quarter to a third of their HP, and that's why we're going to cast that Earthblood on them while they're together. Not that we'll actually need to anymore, as with that, for some reason, the last unit that caused the chain rout was the Hobgoblins. Or, the Hobgoblins, they don't have expendable, but they do have the thing where contemptuous units don't care about them, right? Witnessing other friendly units rout will blah 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 contempt. Yeah. So it probably wasn't actually the Hobgoblins that caused the rout, but maybe the Hell Cannon dying, or maybe another one of the units finally decided to rout. Anyway, there we go. Zatan bullying will never end. A decisive victory and another defeat trait for another one of our lords. Alrighty, well, I usually try to do my best to stay away from settlement battles that are just a massive, long bombardment of the enemy settlement into submission, like this particular battle was, but they've actually been fairly rare in this campaign so far, so it's fine, I think, that we did that one. More importantly, Zatan is defeated. We're going to sack the place, I guess. Maybe we'll sack it again next turn. Hey, a Forbidden Rod as well, very nice. And a Warhorse for Dingjun, and a Wuxing War Compass for the other Dingjun. And there we go, that's the defeat trait that we wanted. What a glorious defeat trait from Zatan. You will suffer attrition because I was hoping you could go into raiding or something, but oh well. I guess another turn of attrition for you. We will also move away Jishu slightly. And we'll probably want to auto-resolve this place one more time next turn. Let's have you channel because we can, and you lose this War Compass because it's bothering me, because it's kind of a big on the campaign map. I do want to sack the place again in order to knock it down to tier 3, or maybe even lower, but I don't want to destroy the faction. I just want to sack it and then go to hit Grimgor from this side as well. I'd like Grimgor destroyed before the Chaos Dwarfs come a-calling again, such that the entirety of the Mountains of Morn will act as a bulwark against the Darklands, wherein we will be fighting, and then it's all ruins up here by then. We got 30 turns to make it happen, so I think that it's perfectly viable. Otherwise, we are good in terms of all of the moves. That was a long battle, so I forgot whether I did the buildings, and it looks like I did, so skip and assign skill points. Here are not moved. Outpost upgrade, we will do you, especially Karak-Kadrin, because we do want that stuff. And do we have a useful mission? No, we have no missions whatsoever. Game. Why? Oh, we do have a decent amount of allegiance racked up with the Daughters of the Forest, Goldtooth as well, and I know exactly what we'll be building with Goldtooth, but do we have Wendigos or anything interesting available yet? We have the things in the woods, which are tier 2 and a little bit weak. We may put a couple of them in a few armies, but I'm hoping that we get access to a few more interesting things from the Daughters of the Forest here. Anyway, let's end the turn. Let's keep going. A few more Grimgore battles. As in sack or destroy or raise or whatever we're doing. Well, occupying for now his territories, though they'll fall. You want military access? I honestly didn't even realize we didn't have it. You know what? Yes. I've been avoiding doing too many things with you, but yes, military access. Maybe that will make you and Goldtooth like each other enough just by virtue of having allies in common, and that you two don't get into combat. Though it's still up in the air. And that's the main reason why I haven't done, well, it's actually the only reason why I haven't done Defensive Alliance with Imric, because otherwise it would be a reasonably valuable one. Ambusher discovered, ooh, where are you? There's no way to click on you. Archaon, he's all the way up here. And it looks like he's having a great time up north. Maybe we'll send an army up there, just to have somebody deal with Archaon, although it actually looks like his army is at half HP, and Serena Katrin is around, spamming those Akshina ambushers, which I guess she really likes. But otherwise not particularly interesting. Hopefully her army gets a little bit stronger. Anyway, Thieves Guild is available, imminent invasion, yes indeed, we'll probably fight one immediately. And let's check out our tech. Now, what would be nice? Speed for all Yang units, that is pretty good. Recruit rank for cavalry units. You know what? The recruit ranks are starting to look more and more valuable, though it'll be the elite units and that we want the recruit ranks on. And, well, I guess all the buffs as well. But I'm thinking that by the time the endgame rolls around in... Did I set it to turn 90 or turn 100? I don't remember. Well, I guess we'll see. You know, let's go crane sights. I like the idea of additional range for crane gunners and make them even stronger. And how are we doing in Nongshang? Yes, 3 more turns until we can start cranking out all the elites for all the armies. Not that we need them right now per se, but well, we will. You... I mean, I guess we could have you do this. I'm worried that this unit will die, but frankly, we don't really care if it does. Let's in fact move you guys as scouts up north. I'd like to see what's going on up there. Let us sack the Volary again. And auto-resolve will not destroy you. Fantastic. Put this on the war drum for additional fire damage. It does the fire imbuement, yes? Yes, not a huge range on it, but nonetheless. Auto-resolve. And sack the place again. These guys will be back later after all, so it's not like it matters what we do to them right now. A Lichbone Penitent and a Fuhong Monk, and now we can move out. Alrighty, so encamp stands for you to heal up, and encamp stands for you to heal up as well. You're in no real hurry. Also, we got, wait, how many turns until the compass? 2 more turns. We need this for the bonus recruit rank for all those beautiful high-level recruits that we'll be making. Who's up next? Yuan Bo. Let's have you fight one of these armies. It'll be an ambush one. We can wait until one of these comes around for a non-ambush. And, oh, how's our relationship with you looking now, Itza? I'm getting to non-aggression pact. They're willing to do it for 42k. Well, we got 10 turns until they declare war. Oh, it's Torok's down there, right? I have to wonder whether he would, whether he'd be likely to attack the Southern Sentinels, which is also about to rebel by the looks of it. But there ain't anything we can do about that, really. I guess I should have replaced the growth building with a public order building, but at the same time, I don't really care. We could do like a temporary lord here. No, on the other hand, I'm sure it'll be fine. I wonder what'll actually happen if we lose a relay after the astromantic thing has happened. Do we actually lose it or no? Anyway, imminent invasion. Let's hit yeah. What do we have here? There we go. Now that's a proper lizard stack. All Temple Guard and elite dinos and sacred Kroxagors, even a Coatl. Very, very nice. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Huntazek. Let's see if you can give them to us.
My place is at the heart of Cathay, ensuring the Celestial Empire stands. So let us finish them quickly, so I may return to my calling.
Alright, I really wish that the Celestial Dragon Guard had a little bit more jade to them to match Yuan Bo, and just a little bit better, but oh well. You know, color coordination is important for Yuan Bo. That's why we got the Dune Guard, or the Dune Dragons here, as well as the Jade, a War Drum, and our Lions and whatnot. More Jade, please, everybody. Anyway, should be a pretty interesting battle. If nothing else, we will be facing off against Temple Guard with Celestial Dragon Guard, which means this is probably going to be their proper debut. Gonna do a little bit of rock, paper, scissoring, as the Great Longbow Riders will go after the Coatl up in the sky, and hopefully prevent it from going after the Astromancers and others such, and, oh, fire rain rockets, come on now. Be careful about those longbows, please. I am rightfully feared of the Coatl because they are quite good units. I've been very impressed with them in my Krokgar campaign, and we do want to destroy them. Anyway, over on this side, we've actually deployed all of our monsters together in a single blob to fight all of the monsters of the enemy. Kroxagor, Salamander, Carnosaur, Basti, and Steg, ancient and regular alike, will be held off, hopefully, by our monsters, but we've seen the Contest of Monsters many a time already, and it's the Celestial Dragons that I'm interested in, and the Celestial Dragon Guard in particular. Damn, can't forget how big Sorosar and Temple Guard are in particular. Looks like they just got hit by an Urnon's Thunderbolt right in the middle of their formation, just off screen there. And this is a pretty interesting matchup. How are we doing in terms of HP? In melee, unit winning decisively. The enemy is, well, they are ambushed, and they are not having the greatest day here. And plus, I think the biggest problem with these armies of the armies of the Lizardmen spawned by the Yuan Bo, being fancy over here. The armies of Lizardmen spawned by the relay is that they spawn lords at level 1, which means that said lords don't have any buffs for these armies, elite though their units may be, and the lords themselves are obviously quite weak in combat. And looks like Yuan Bo will be taking the enemy lord out, though once again, we've seen that many a time. And I'm kind of more interested in the fall of the Temple Guard here. Alright, taking a few more out, and it looks like the first enemy units of Temple Guard will run. In fact, they're all about to run. X marks the spot, comes down on the enemy lord and destroys him, and Urnon's Thunderbolt will follow, as well as Yuan Bo's transformation. Looks like the Coatl got ripped apart in the air, and it looks like with the death of the enemy lord, the entire enemy army will rout. Now, the bigger problem here is the fact that there's no way we can catch pretty much any of the monsters that run this way towards the ambush withdrawal locations, but we're going to do our best to try to catch those ones that we can. As I said, I've been very impressed with the Jade and Jet lines, both for the effects that they provide and their extreme cheapness at 100 and whatever their cost was. And on top of that, they're fairly decent at both anchoring lines, especially for their cost, and at chasing enemy single entities down. So they're quite useful in that regard, and I'd rather use them rather than the Crowmen to chase, generally speaking, or at the very least against single entities. Yes, the Crowmen would be better at chasing Temple Guard, but at least they're, you know, at least the lines aren't a liability in auto-resolve. Anyway, there's our decisive victory. Another one of these interfering Lizardman armies bites the dust, and the relays are well underway, and soon we'll get our final battle against them. Alrighty, there we go. A little bit annoying that because it was an ambush battle, a decent amount of the enemy got the chance to escape it. But oh well, it's funny. Ambush battles are easier to escape than regular battles, which seems a bit odd to me, but, well, it is what it is. You will probably not attack this, or at least I would imagine you wouldn't, but let's not risk it. Let's have Mujin and destroy you for good, and we'll wait until the other invasions come along for fighting them next turn in non-ambush type battles. Let's get to you. It really doesn't matter. Alright, another Swordmaster, though we have, well, I guess we've out-teched the time of the Jade Warrior, so that has changed. You can move back towards the Star Tower, and the two of you will be fighting those imminent invasions next turn. Maybe one for each of you, or next episode and next turn. Either way, we're out of time, and I'm going to have to call the episode here. Next time, we hopefully complete the last of the battles for the fourth and final relay, activating the last compass direction, and unlocking the Wuxing Compass final incursion, which should be pretty fun, and then teching towards teching and building up towards the endgame scenario with our more elite armies, where we will be using Terracotta Sentinels and whatever other units we haven't been using. So Skyjunks, Terracotta Sentinels, allied units, and I guess Sky Lanterns are the only used units that we haven't used. So all of those. Anyway, stay tuned for more Yuan Bo. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.